So I've been having stomach issues this past week because I had to fix most of my issues with eating smaller meals, and I wasn't having heartburn or any of my issues. So I was like, all right, my stomach issues are severe. They're causing diarrhea, severe nausea, hot flashes, extreme heartburn from HELL, because I do have GER. But I had it under control for a long time. And I got all these red spots. And I was like, what is going on? So I know a lot of the ingredients I've eaten a billion times, but the new organic cacao powder is something new. So I was like, all right, so maybe it's what's causing me to have this severe heartburn, because it is chocolate, and some chocolates cause severe heartburn with me. So what did I do? I took about a teaspoon of the cacao powder. I did wet it down so it wouldn't be all powdery when I'm eating it. Of course, it tastes absolutely disgusting. There's no sugar in it, no nothing. It's just natural cacao powder. It's causing those issues, and not just because it is chocolate. I am having allergic reactions to it. My throat almost swelled all the way shut. I couldn't even talk. Explosive diarrhea, which can happen if you're having a severe allergic reaction, hives, shaking, my heart pounding out of my chest, unbelievable. And of course my blood pressure was extremely low, because that's what happens when you have a very bad allergic reaction. Your blood pressure doesn't rise, it actually drops dangerously low. It was a miserable, horrible night. Truth is, I probably should have went to the ER, but my throat, I have an EpiPen in case a severe emergency, but if I had gone to the ER, they would have tried to give me an EpiPen. But the heart condition I have, which is pretty much under control, but it's a worry. So when you take an EpiPen, there's a worry that your heart won't get back to the rhythm it needs to be with this condition. It has to do with the heart palpitations. And I barely have heart palpitations doing keto, but lately I've been getting them a lot. Ever since having the C word in January and then again in July has made them return, and my blood pressure high. But I had gotten it back down this week. It got back to normal. My blood sugars have been normal lately. But since the July version of the C word, I am having a lot of allergic reactions. Cannot have hazelnuts. Now, I was always slightly allergic, but told to always eat it so I don't become severely allergic. It now swells my throat. I have had 2 different episodes with 2 different brands of yogurt. So, with not the same exact ingredients. So, I'm not going near yogurt again. I am having it with any eggs other than one brand, and they are free-roaming eggs, pasteurized, and no cage. They are brown, and they are very, very, very expensive in my opinion, but I can eat them just fine. Any other egg, I start getting hives, I start throwing up, straight diarrhea, like it's horrible. I'm having issues with chicken. I can have the meat market chicken. It's where I went today because I wanted some chicken breasts. Just to have something different and not so greasy, but their chicken breast is back to $8 a pound, so I just got wings. They're $2.99 a pound, so I bought me 4 packs of wings. Each pack will last 2 days probably, so I have enough for the week. And I do have some hamburger meat frozen and some steak frozen that I don't have issues with as well. But y'all, I'm becoming scared to eat anywhere or eat anything because I am having such horrible allergic reactions over silly stuff that never affected me in my life. Hold on, I forgot to turn the fan on and I'm cooking wings. And I do know that long haul COVID, there are a group of people that are actually having horrible allergic reactions ever since getting it, because the doctor told me to look it up because I was having a lot of reactions, and it actually did show it. So I don't know, but I'm scared to eat anything. So right now for the next week, because tomorrow I'm like a nervous wreck because 3 of my girl cats are getting fixed. 2 of them is over a year old and 1 is about 6 months old now. So I'm really, really, really scared and nervous, especially if Willow changes her personality, because Dino did not want her fixed, but he finally agreed because she goes in the heat every 10 days. It lasts over 2 weeks. She shakes, she cries, she screams, like not like any other. Like, Piper's loud and Piper pees on stuff, so that's why she's getting fixed. But she doesn't shake. She just looks miserable. But she doesn't act like Willow. Willow goes crazy. So they're getting fixed. I'm a nervous wreck. First, do they have a heart murmur like the boy did? I can hear his. Bear, I can't. The girl, I don't hear one in Willow. I don't hear one in Piper. I don't hear one in any of them. I try to listen to Bear. I can't. She's a purr. She purrs 24/7 loud. She doesn't stop purring. Except when she's eating and stuff. But if I go near her, she's purring and cuddling and rubbing all over me. So I can't hear past her purrs. So I'm nervous that one of them might have a heart murmur or something wrong with them and can't get fixed. And then I'm nervous, what if something goes wrong? Like, my anxiety is 1,000 miles a minute. What if something goes wrong? What if their personalities change? What if their things get infected? Like, oh. So I'm having a bad day because I'm a nervous wreck, and I will be nervous wreck all day tomorrow. Because of being so sick, I didn't go to sleep until like 8 something this morning, and I had to sleep sitting straight up, which caused me to pinch my sciatic nerve extremely bad. I can't lift anything today. I can't bend over. I'm having trouble walking. My leg keeps going out. This was a condition I had when I was way bigger because my stomach pinched it 24/7. But I slept in a funky L-shaped position straight up all night long, and I kept waking up because my head kept falling. No matter what I propped up there, I would fall all night. So it was a horrible night. Horrible. I didn't wake up until 4 because of that. I needed some sleep once I could take the pillows down and lay flat. So I'm not even sure I'm going to sleep tonight. It's an hour drive. I have to leave here at 6 a.m. We haven't been going to sleep until 7 or 8 in the morning, and I'm not someone who can be like Dino, oh, it's 11, I'm going to bed, fall asleep 5 minutes later. No, I'm going to be staring up that ceiling probably till 8 in the morning. My body is so used to, for the past year, other than a few days, not going to bed until like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning. I tried last night. I went to bed at 11 because I didn't feel good. I woke up an hour later and forget it. Could not go to sleep. It was all over. No more sleeping. That's why I was stupid and did the chocolate test, because I wasn't going back to bed and I wished I didn't do it. So I won't be using the cacao powder to make anything for me at all. I'm going to stay away from it right now. My organic coconut flour I ordered actually is contaminated with tree nuts, so my daughter can't have it, and I normally use it to make her things, so I haven't even opened it and I can't send it back, so I probably won't be using that either. And it's the same brand I always bought that was always nut free, and not anymore, it seems. So this week you will see me eat a lot of bacon, eggs, maybe some cheese, and definitely wings and beef. You will just see me eating some real fresh, other than the bacon. I don't consider bacon clean because it has nitrates and different things in it. Even though it's low sodium and stuff like that, it still has some nitrates. So other than things like that, and maybe some canned chicken from Sam's, it's just going to be boring plain. But I'll show you every day what I eat, or if I come up with something different with it. But we're kind of stuck in the house for the next 5 days, well, 6 days. So that's just what I'm going to be working with. Alright, I probably need to flip my chicken. It's 7:15. I've made 5 wings. I'm not sure if I'm going to eat the skin or not, because sometimes it bothers me. I'm hoping this doesn't bother my stomach being too greasy. I just air fried it with a little hickory real salt and paprika. No pepper, no nothing that could hurt my stomach. So we'll see. Alright, so all I've had is a little protein today. I did have 5 pieces of bacon you did not see me eat with the 5 wings. So I've had plenty of fat. No carbs. My bacon is 0 carbs and low sodium. I put my own sodium on it. I mean, it still has sodium. It's just lower, nasty table salt. So let's see. It has been almost 2 hours since I ate anything or drank anything. 94 glucose. I don't know what it was starting today, but I figure since Miss Becky was so sweet to send me some strips, I can actually start checking my ketones. My ketones, if they are going to be high, will be higher now than any other time because of all the fat I ate, right? I should have a good number, and I just cannot bleed today. So let's see what number I'm going to have. Ketones always, oh, no ketones. That is so shocking to me. I've literally only had one sweet and low today. I had a fatty coffee, and I still can't make ketones. So are you in the family with me that we are doing everything right, not even eating vegetables, not eating sauce? Maybe it's from last night from being so sick. I don't know, but I should have been able to make ketones, and I basically didn't. Are you in my boat, or is everyone pumping out gorgeous numbers like Wendy? I want Wendy's numbers so much. I have my small frying pan. We are going to brown some butter. I have a 1/4 cup. I don't know if this will be enough or not. We're just going to give it a shot. Because, hold on, it does it faster if I get it all chopped up more. Yeah, we're going to make another little dessert. I actually think we're going to go with 2/4 cups, so a 1/2 block of non-salted, because we are going to use some Snickerdoodle Keto Chow, which has plenty of salt in it already, and I don't want to over salt it. I'm gonna let this start melting. Okay, so over here in this bowl, while that is melting, I think I'm gonna do 2 scoops, which might be a little too much. So let's start with the 1 scoop, because we can add, we can't take away. I'm going to add some stuff to it. We are going to add some cinnamon. Go. I forgot I did buy vanilla that day. I've been thinking this whole time I do not have vanilla, even though I thought I bought it. It's just been hiding. I am going to put a little vanilla. Get a spoon. Okay. This is a teaspoon. I don't want a teaspoon, so like a 1/2. Now, I am going to use the erythritol monk fruit. But not yet. We're going to use it later, and we're only going to use a little bit of it, so it won't affect me. And I mean a slight amount of it. And I got to pay attention, because I do not want to burn it like last time. I rather undercook it a little than overcook it, because we want to get it so yummy. We don't want the burnt flavor at all for the Snickerdoodles. And I might not even need any more Keto Chow. The 1 pack might be more than enough. We'll see. And I already have a plan to make some salted caramel bacon ones one day. That's what I was making today and then changed my mind. That's actually why I made the bacon, but then I ate the bacon. This time I'm going to pay attention. I just let it boil last time and didn't move it around enough to see that it was turning almost black. So all of these can be done with coconut oil, but it's going to taste different and the texture will be a little different as well. But I know a lot of people don't do the butter, they do the coconut oil. And what I mean by coconut oil, I mean solid coconut oil that you melt down. Oh, my mom's calling. All right, so it probably could get browner, but I'm kind of scared to overdo it again. It's more like a golden color right this minute. And I know it's a very fine line, like Wendy messaged me. I really don't want to burn it again. Give it a few more seconds. She's done browning butter so much that she's got it down pat. This totally smells like popcorn, y'all. Now, I don't know if that's too much keto chow for this or not. It's all experiments. I'm just wanting something snickerdoodle. Like, I love snickerdoodle cookies. But I'm not really in the mood for snickerdoodle cookies. But snickerdoodle candy bar sounds yummy. So now I'm just going to let it cool off for a few minutes. I really think it could have got browner, but it's okay. I don't want to have a big mess. Like, I'd rather it not be brown than burned right now. Okay, as soon as I cools down for a few minutes, not very long though, because I do not want it to get hard. I'm really, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna do this totally different. All right, I have a whole scoop ready to go right here. I'm gonna pour. Nope, already seasoned it. I can't pour it back. Crap. I was thinking maybe I'll pour it back and then slowly add it. But I can pour some out into another container and we can add it slowly if I don't make a big mess. Okay, so then I'm just going to add it very slowly. Alright, so this is definitely a golden color. I don't know if y'all can really see it. It definitely got like a goldy brown. You can see the little pieces in it too. I'm going to go ahead and pour it into my bowl. Don't worry, I can use the bowl in the microwave and all that. So I'm not going to melt the bowl. It is made of wheat. It is. No poisonous toxins. Now I'm going to slowly, let me move y'all over some more. Slowly add my Snickerdoodle. because I still want it liquid. I want to be able to pour it into my mold. Oh yeah, that's still going to be liquid with no problem. I think I can add more. I'd rather add some more and make it go farther. So, go with a 1/4 cup first. And yes, I should have waited for it to cool. I can see the bubbles. Because keto chow cooks. It really does. But I don't mind it. I'm not very picky, so now we're at 1.5 cups. Alright, I think I'm going with this because I do want it to be able to get hard. Let me make sure that I put enough. That tastes yummy. Alright. We're going to use these molds this time around. Higher than I wanted, but oh well. One's definitely got more than I wanted in there, but it's okay. Other one's gonna be super thin. Hold up, maybe. Let's get all we can, since one's gonna be super thin. We're gonna try to fix that. All right. You do have a little buttery taste. All right, that's good enough. So, in this texture, it's a little powdery, buttery taste going on. But that's okay. Now, let's see. Is this my erythritol blend? Yes, it is. So, in here, I already have blended erythritol, monk fruit, and cinnamon. We're just going to sprinkle a little on them. As you can see, it's mostly cinnamon coming out, but that's okay. There is some mixed up in there. Now I am going to just sprinkle a tiny bit, like a pinch between all of them, of a little more of the monk fruit erythritol, just pinching it on there. And I think that's all I'm going to do. I think I'm not going to add anything else to it. We're just going to stick it in the fridge or freezer. I shouldn't take too terribly long. It won't take as long as my other ones because this is not thick like them. So hopefully we'll be able to try it within an hour or two. Always put it on a cutting board or a cookie sheet because it's liquid. You can't pick it up. It has been 2 hours. I think they are ready. Okay. Oh, looky. One and a half scoops keto chow. Cinnamon to taste. Tiny sprinkle of monk fruit erythritol. Tiny, not even half a teaspoon, like tiny. Then we had some cinnamon on the top and half a cup, or a little less than half a cup, so less than half of a brick of no salt Kerrygold butter. Oh my gosh, look at these. Okay, I'm going to need to stack them some way and take a picture. Give me a second. So we're going to try to taste it with me holding the camera. So it's texture of a candy bar by looking at it. It smells like pure Snickerdoodle. coming straight out of the freezer. So let's give it a try. I really love the flavor. If you like the Keto Chow Snickerdoodle, you would probably like this. It is more like a texture, not like the textures we've been making at all, because we put like a flour substance type, you know, powdery thing into it. Maybe because I didn't roll it. It came out like, kind of like a protein texture. Not chewy, just like, you can tell there's protein in it, not taste-wise. But it's a grainy texture. So it's not, I'm going to make it again. And put the mix in the butter when the butter's hot. Like, really hot. Y'all, I was sick of cookies, like making Snickerdoodle cookies, because I was making a lot of them in the past. So I haven't made them in a long time. But I like this even better. Tastes like Snickerdoodles, but in candy bar form. Alright, so one of them, when I bit in it, was like pure salt. Pure salt. So I know for sure it didn't mix properly. So next time I think I'm going to dilute it with something. I don't know, heavy cream or something to make it break down and not be all in one area. Of course, hot butter doesn't always work either, because it starts to kind of cook it. So I'll figure it out, because I really want to use Keto Chow. The chocolate really worked the way I did the chocolate, but I don't want to add other ingredients to it, like the cacao powder or anything like that. So I don't know. I gotta think. It's an experiment. It's my experiment. The laboratory is my kitchen. It is the 21st, so happy autumn, fall, first day, whatever you want to call it. Last night I couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep at all. So I had to take the cats to get fixed today, 3 of them. So I didn't get to go to sleep until about 8:45. I finally fell asleep because I was stressed out really bad. We got home at 9:16. The vet calls and it's like, Willow and Piper's high risk because they are considered overweight, which isn't true from other vet places. So I googled it and I gave permission for them to have the surgery, but I have anxiety. So not only was I scared about the surgery, but did I make a mistake? All day my heart pounding. Every time I fell asleep, someone would call, wake me up, or I get a text message. So I slept like not even an hour all day long. And then I had to go get them, and yes, they're perfectly fine. Piper's really sore. They really shaved a lot of Piper's hair off. I don't even know why. Like, they went all the way around her. It's really weird. Like, they really did it compared to the other cats. No clue why, but they were also wrong. Willow's the only one who weighs 10 pounds. Sharky weighed 15. Okay, the vet that I took him to, a real vet, not a fixed clinic, they said it was no big deal, no issues. Like, they didn't even mention it to me. They didn't even scare me, nothing. And Piper doesn't weigh 10 pounds. Piper weighs 8 pounds, and Bear weighs 7. So, and that's normal for both of their ages. Neither one of them is over or underweight. Willow can actually, for her age and size, can weigh anywhere between 8 and 12 pounds and not be considered overweight because she's an indoor cat. They're not outdoor cats. So this is what doesn't make sense to me. If y'all have gotten a female cat fix, let me know, because this doesn't make sense. If they're an outdoor female cat, you keep them inside for 5 days with a cone on them, and then you can let them back in the yard and let them go free. No cone, no nothing. Climbing trees, getting into stuff, trash everywhere, right? Outdoor cat, right? If they're indoor cat, they're supposed to not be allowed to even climb on your bed for 14 days, and they have to keep the cone on for 14 days, and you have to keep them separated from all the other cats for 14 days. What's the difference between an indoor and outdoor cat? I figured an indoor cat would have less restrictions because the house is so clean, right? I am so confused. I don't get it. Can someone explain to make it make sense? Because to me, it seems like it should have been the opposite. I don't understand at all, not even a tiny bit. We were expecting to be trapped at home with them for 5 days, not 14. One is they have the weirdest, tiniest little cones, and I am so worried they're gonna get caught on stuff, and they're hard as a rock. So I'm kind of scared to like leave them alone. Plus you're not supposed to, because they're not allowed to clean each other for 14 whole days, but the outside cats can after 5. If you've had your cat fixed, can you tell me, does it really take 14 days? Like, why? What's the difference? Is it because they're eating fresh protein, like they're having protein because they could kill a bird? Well, if that's true, I have boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I'm going to pressure cook all the cats with no seasoning, and I'm going to feed that to them anyways. So they'll be having some fresh, delicious protein that's extremely healthy, and not some weird canned stuff that I'm not sure. Of course, they will be having their other food too because they need their vitamins and stuff, but I prefer a couple times a month giving them some real meat. I think it's extremely healthy for them, especially, you know, something chicken, and they didn't have no skin one, so that's why it's boneless, skinless. But it doesn't make sense to me. All right, what you didn't see me eat because I was so frantic was I just had 6 pieces of bacon, so I will probably be having more. I don't really feel like wings today. I don't feel like wings ever again, and that's what I bought for the week, so I don't know. I had 1 coffee so far today, and which I'm drinking right now. Oh, and the Snickerdoodle things you will see me making in this video after this. I had 2 of those just now. So they are so much, you're going to hear me describe the texture and stuff. They do not have the same texture the next day. It's just a normal, more smooth texture. I think it just wasn't 100% frozen or something, or maybe it's just different ones, because I did notice some of them, some of the ingredients seem to stick in some of them more than the other ingredients. Even though I stirred it 1,000,000%, it just seemed to clump in areas, which I've already come up with some solutions in my head, and I think we're going to try tonight to make some pumpkin one. And yes, it won't be in this video, it'll be in tomorrow's video. That's if I have time, but sometime this week we're going to do pumpkin. We're going to do it 2 different ways. We're going to try it with some keto chow, and we're going to try it some real pumpkin puree, just so people who don't do keto chow have options, and we're going to see if they work, right? Which I think they both will work. And I might wait and do it tomorrow, we'll see, because I want to do some cream cheese ones. I want to experiment with melting some cream cheese up in the butter too, because I think a cream cheese pumpkin puree with the Kerrygold butter would taste really, really good. So we're just going to be experimenting all month. So we have a whole list of stuff for Halloween, and we have a whole list of stuff for Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I can have some treats and not be like, well, I'm going off keto so I can have this piece of cake. No, we're going to make keto cake this year. I'm not going to be lazy. Every year I'm so lazy, I just eat whatever is there. But this year I have plans, unless something goes wrong, to actually make the stuff myself this year. I'm sitting here trying to watch Wendy's video, but of course I have to keep going in there. Dino's locked in there with the cats. I kind of left because he didn't like where I put their food, and then he wanted to get them when they jumped, not me, and I felt like I was just doing everything wrong. So it's just easier if I just leave him in there to do it his way, because yeah, Willow's his baby, and yes, Piper and Bear's in there too, but Piper doesn't want to move, and Bear's just all over the place. And then the cats out here was freaking out because they were locked out of the bedroom, so they were standing at the bedroom door screaming. Now that I've come out here, they are all sound asleep in their tree together. No more screaming, No more beating the door and scratching everything to pieces, because they're not alone. They were feeling deserted. And they also cried all morning long. And that's one reason I didn't get to sleep, because they were missing their mommy and auntie and sissy. Like, they were crying and attacking me all morning. So upset, like all day, until I could go get them. Alright, so yesterday, what you didn't see me eat, I think this is 3 days in one video. Today's the 22nd. What you didn't see me eat was my pumpkin ice cream. You can go back into my playlist. It's called My New Favorite Keto Ice Cream or something. I don't know. It's pretty thumbnail. It was this past week. It has, you know, the ice cream and pumpkin on the thumbnail. So, oh y'all, I'm exhausted. So I did eat that, and that was it. And I've been doing some things different. I'm drinking 1 coffee a day right now, trying to get it where I can sleep at night, which is causing me pure exhaustion, and I'm not sleeping. Hold on, that's better. So it's caused me severe exhaustion, and I'm not sleeping. But I don't mean exhaustion and I can't clean my house to get up. I'm just sleepy, like in my brain. And yesterday was a rough day, and I slept on and off on the couch, and all the other cats were screaming all night because they wanted in the bedroom with the cats that got fixed, which they're not allowed. It was a bit of a nightmare with tons of crying, and then they decided to zoom through the house all night, and I was sleeping on the couch with them so they would calm down some. They zoomed all night, like racing each other all night, and I was part of the obstacle course. They ran across me. 5 cats all night, and one is like a 15-pound boy. He is huge, and it was just like, oh my gosh. So I slept on and off all night long. I went to bed at 10:30, woke up at 1:30, went back to sleep around 4 or 5, woke up at 10, went back to bed for less than an hour, then woke up and stayed up. Plus I woke up a few times to go to the bathroom, stuff like that. One reason I couldn't sleep in the bedroom with Dino is he was trying to keep the 3 girls while he was sleeping separated. One in the bathroom, one in her cage, that would be the Bonnie Bear, the baby one, and then Willow was loose in the bedroom. Everyone had a litter box except the one in the cage. However, the one in the cage decided to escape her collar and use the cage to escape her collar, so I guess Dino ended up letting them all free with each other all night. I don't know, but I have to pee a lot, so there was no opening the bathroom door a billion times all night long. So that's one reason I slept on the couch. Other than Freya would have lost her mind. She was losing her mind already, crying and screaming, because her bed, her house to her is underneath our bed, and we can't let her in that room right now. So this is gonna be a nightmare. 14 days keeping them separated from everyone else. I didn't even know about that. And did y'all's cats get shaved all the way up, all the way down? The female cats, and did they shave their nipples off? I'm kind of pissed off of that, like really pissed off. And it's not a straight shave. I mean, some of it's got like where they made triangles on the side that goes up Piper's side and Bear's side, and I'm like, why did they do that? And why did they shave their nipples off? They're bleeding. They're in enough pain. Why did they shave their nipples off? Is that normal? Is that normal? I'm really pissed off, because I'd be pissed if someone shaved my nipples off. And here are these poor little cats who's got this horrible surgery that they only glue their skin back together. They're having to wear cones, and their nipples are shaved off and bleeding. Oh, here comes my kid. Anyways, she had an appointment today, so I ran to the grocery store. Yes.
Hi.
So now, it's time for us to go home. We'll discuss this later. I haven't eaten. I've only had a collagen coffee. It's 2 o'clock. But that's why I didn't had yesterday, that I forgot to record because it was so late. Alright, I am starving. So hungry. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Duke mayonnaise. Just a little. Definitely not even a tablespoon. A little bit more. Got me some low sodium bacon frying up in the air fryer. Gonna take Boar's Head mustard. They use pink Himalayan salt in it. Don't have much left, so we're just going to use what's here. I'll open a new one later. Okay. Put that all on there. I was going to use some Wishbone ranch dressing instead because I wouldn't need a tablespoon, but you know those things give me heartburn. So I'm just using a tiny bit of leaves of butter leaf lettuce, and then a little tomato, literally extremely tiny tomato. Try not to cut my hand off, because we all know I'll do it, like I almost did. I hate trying to cut these things, but they didn't have any big tomatoes, so we're going with what we have. Alright, so we got a little tomato, little lettuce, little pink salt, little bit of pepper, a little bit of some olive oil. Alright. Bacon's ready. First, I'm going to put some boar's head, no salt, turkey. You're like, you need salt. You're right, I do. But sandwich meat salt, bacon salt, any processed salt is a table salt usually, and it doesn't do me any good. It is not my friend. Is this tasteless? Yes, but we're going to fix that. My friend. My salt is my friend. Dillweed. This does have salt, but it is no nitrates, no hormones, no antibiotics, no nothing. Very uncured ham. Boar's Head ham costs too much, so I get this one at Aldi's. It is my new favorite. And it doesn't seem to hurt my weight at all. Okay, so got that. Let's go ahead and put our cheese. Just gonna get a slice of Kobe Jack. You can't have mommy's ham. Sit down. No. Hold on. It has been a nightmare with cats right now. These ones are very upset about not being allowed in the bedroom. Alright. Now, go. Don't worry, I didn't hurt him. I just crushed him with my elbow to get down. Now my bacon. Alright, so I'm using 2 Egg Life wraps. I don't know if I told y'all that, because they tend to split apart on me, especially when I'm silly and I feel it this much. But, yeah, this is my first meal of the day, and it is 3:40. Dina spent last night with them, so today it is my turn. This one's Piper. Bear's on Mommy. And Willow, can't really see her. She's over on a stool over there. At least right now they are sleeping. And I started a new series, Blacklist, that came out years ago that I never watched. Since I'm going to be stuck in here for hours, we're going to give it a shot and see if I like it. But these are my babies. They only took, they just chipped hers. You can see the nipples almost falling off here. But Bear has no nipples left. They literally shaved all of Bear's off. Poor babies. Not all little tattoos.